Chapter 85. Satan's appearance. Enoch's demand. When Lamech, as well as his companions, had a real good look at the great enemy of all life, and noticed his blazing, most wrathful, horrible, beastly, repelling figure, his still steaming head, which wore snakes instead of hair, shooting violently around and writhed around the head, and shot out from the head like tied arrows with such speed that they would have pierced anyone they could reach, as if being pierced by a shot arrow. Lamech and his companions were, in all earnest, so mightily afraid that they did not know what to do. But Enoch, when he saw this vain fear in Lamech and his companions, allowed them intentionally to tremble for a little while. Only after some time he turned with great earnestness to Satan and addressed him with the following words. Listen, you enemy of the Lord, our and your Almighty God. How is your will, your memory, and your obedience towards God constituted? What did you promise the Lord in my presence, when he let you be chastised through the hand of Kisahel? Do you think, most evil one, that my memory and the Lord's memory is also so maliciously short as is yours? O you nemesis of all life! I tell you in the name of the Lord, you are mightily wrong. See, this and that the Lord has spoken to you, and you have made him a full promise that you only want to lead his children for the better through well-ordered trials and tests. However, within only a few days already, what does your promise look like? You have completely forgotten your God, your supposed to be faithful promise, and all of the hard punishment, and wanted to destroy us here with your great rage and wrathful fire, since you surely had to know who I am, and who these my brothers now are. But it is not enough that you intend to destroy us through the fire of your wrath, and that I, through the fullest power of God in me, have punished you in the most sensitive manner by destroying your deceptive dwelling. No, but you come again in a state appearing before me as if you wanted to devour me and my brothers with one bite. O you miserable servant of your own inherent destruction and death! God and me, his servant, you want to defy, while in the name of the Lord I can blow you away with one breath, like a hurricane blows away a loose, insignificant piece of chaff. But I now summon you by the eternal, endless power of God which dwells now in me, to your terrifying punishment, that you tell me faithfully and truthfully, what is your real intention, and what is it you still intend to do, to realize your end goal. Should you, however, become unruly, I will chasten you in the name of the Lord, that thereupon the whole endless creation of God will tremble in its foundations, after which no stone will be left unbroken, so that it cannot refuse to testify of this deed by me on you. And thus speak now. Here Satan began to shake, and said, Enoch, I acknowledge your power and my utter powerlessness before you, since you are a faithful servant of the Lord. But decree me the evil confession along with the punishment which I indeed deserve, and determine the place where I ought to live, so as not to be detrimental to the people of this earth. And I will soon submit to your pronouncement voluntarily. But Enoch insisted on his demand, and did not allow to be haggled with, but rebuked Satan all the more insistently to speak about what his foundationally evil intentions are. But Satan began to rebel and resist, and did not want to talk about what Enoch forcefully bade him to do.